and the concept of time when you're playing live. The tendency live is to rush. Now that sucks. Start over. The most important thing, and I can't stress this enough, if you're a studio drummer, if you can't play right with a quick track, you're finished. A lot of drummers that I know don't see the importance, or they don't practice with a click track, so their time isn't constant, and they don't know how to play around with the groove within the framework of a click track, because playing with a click track doesn't necessarily mean it doesn't mean playing like a machine. You still have to groove. I mean, people are going to hire you because you're a human drummer and not a machine. What I like most about studio work is playing dead on and playing something creative melded with the fact that you're creating something totally new and it can go in any given direction at any given moment. I like the place where the cerebral meets the pure creativity. I find that it can be a trip. My approach to solo drumming, when I'm playing a solo, I try and play, or I hear things in my head that I want to play that may come out of a melody in the song, or something the sax player played. Sort of this ever-evolving concept. It's kind of elusive. I don't know where necessarily it's going. I sort of know where it comes from. I mean, I can tell you the different techniques that I use. I played on cruise ships for quite a while, and I was playing of different styles. I mean, one night you could be playing with a swing band. Well, every night it was swing band. Playing dance stuff like cha-chas and rumbas. And the next night it could be a country show. The next night I might be playing with for a juggler, a rock review, a 60s review. So it was really, I mean, you had to be on the ball, the drum chair in a cruise ship situation. Where you're reading Broadway shows. I mean, you get one rehearsal for the show, you got to read the show down, and boom, I mean, you're performing it that night. That's how intense it is, and you got to be on the freaking money. Otherwise, well, I won't tell you what. I don't need to tell you what happens.
Okay, dancers, let me see the first combination. I want to see lots of style and energy.
I talk a bit about stylistic integrity. If you're a studio player, more than likely you're going to be called on to play a variety of different styles. You're not going to be called a second time if you play jazz like a rock drummer and rock like a jazz drummer in studio. If somebody says, we want a bop tune or sound, well, that's what you got to come up with, and you got to know that style cold, and you got to know how to differentiate between playing a bop snare drum, a jazz or a bebop snare drum, and playing a rock snare drum. I didn't know the difference before I played with a very heavy rock band called Brass Camarade. They were very specific on the style of drumming that they wanted in the band, which was very interesting for me because it was really a chance to explore in depth a style which, you know, yeah, of course I'm a rock drummer, man. You know, everybody plays rock and roll drums, but this was a very specific, pure, I mean, we want rock that is focused and powerful, and, you know, every snare hit has to be the same kind of thing. So it was a real challenge to, you know, to throw the other styles out the window and go a totally purist route of doing this. And stylistic integrity is about that. It can be important. It can be a challenge that often it's not what you play, it's what you don't play. And if you're going to play jazz like a rock drummer and rock like a jazz drummer, you know, you may want to stop and reconsider.